Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf gaming channel as we are continuing our campaign through Victoria Free. And now we are in a war with the Confederate States of America as they decided because we have too much infamy that they want to cut us down to size. This might be a bit too expensive, we'll see. I am mostly basing on the situation on the fact that they will not be attacking us anywhere. Now, I don't know if that is a reality or not, but somehow, like it was earlier with in the conflict with France, trying to recognize our power, I feel like the AI might be a bit underwhelming at this point and they might need some work. Also, the Confederate States, they have some turmoil, they might get some revolutions, like I'm hoping that that will pay off or be in our advantage if we do that. As far as ships go, they don't have a whole lot. They have 36 flotillas and they do have a lot of soldiers. But if we take a look at them, they have some technological advances. So basically they have dreadnoughts, they have destroyers, and they also have submarines. That is a huge difference in the power that they have. And also if we take a look at the soldiers in the barracks, they already have trench warfare. They have the shrapnel artillery, they also have machine gunners. So that is a bit unfortunate, but what can you do? We are going to be mobilizing our troops, so that is something. We'll mobilize all generals. It will take a lot of money from us, but we have to do this. On the other side, I've been thinking of what to construct and what should I be focused on next. Like, we're doing a lot of building, so we're losing a lot of money as well. But as I was taking a look here at inefficient taxation capacity, I realized that we can go even further with some of these. Let's see, where is it? Government administration. Like, we could go in the government administration and say that we want telephone switchboards, because we are producing telephones right now. We don't need the taxation capacity in every territory, we just need it in these places. So we're gonna increase this for Kansai. We are going to increase it for Chubu. I think it was Kanto and Kyushu, right? Kanto and Kyushu. So this is one way in which we will increase our taxation, which should be bringing us some money. Maybe not a lot, the prices of telephones are high, but we'll be working on this. And we need a bit more in Kansai. Let's make sure. What are you missing? Telephones. That's fine. We'll be making 10 more levels there. And 10 more levels in Chubu. Let's see, where is... Here is Chubu, right? What is the penalties here? Explosives. Okay. Well, let's make sure that we're increasing the level here in Chubu as well. Some telephones factory, I think it's in Edo, right? Yeah. It's now that they're getting higher because they're starting to make some money. You can see that the price of tools and the price of iron is very high. So with that in mind, let us also focus iron. Let's increase this to level 10. We'll do another 5 levels here, and we'll also do the industry, the tools industry. Sure, let's make sure that we have about 10 more factory levels there. And I am going to prioritize all of these. After which we're gonna do the government administration. As far as war support goes, it seems like we're losing more than them. I am going to remove the war reparation. I don't think I really want the war reparations. At the end of the day, as long as we can finish in a white piece, it's more than enough. I don't care for anything from their territory. In the technology round, what am I doing? I'm researching radios, which could be really useful, but going for military would also be important. However, minting interest, let's see, mass surveillance, 5 years to get 25 extra taxation. Either that or antibiotics. Having antibiotics would increase our fight, right? Yeah, fights infections. Let's get the taxation going. We are 6th in the world right now. We're getting the most from our gross domestic product. Austria is after us, then Heavenly Kingdom. Let's see, can I increase relations anywhere? No, it doesn't really seem like it. The rich minerals in Hokkaido, yeah, have gone away. Dutch East Indies. It has been suggested that by establishing a cross-border telephone exchange with Dutch Indies, we could improve relations more easily. Do I care about the Dutch East Indies? Sure, sounds like a great idea. Let's just accept it. I would like to do some sort of a liberation war on the Spanish Philippines as well, because the Spanish are not that strong. They don't have a lot of flotillas. We will see what we can do. For now, we're just waiting for the war with the US to be over. We have some flotillas in reserve. Did our Navy General died? Apparently so. So let's recruit our Admiral, now Navy General. Landowners or the petite bourgeoisie. Dockyard organizer would reduce our supply consumption, which could be good. You know what? Let's do this. And let us also promote him, right? So we're taking him, we're gonna promote him so he has more ships under his command. And let's have him patrol... Oh, he's already patrolling this coast of Japan. Great. Low market access in Hawaii. That is a bit unfortunate. Do they have a port? They do have a port. Let's take a look at their port. I think you'd be doing better with one of these industrial ports. Okay, now they're starting to get more access to the market. Who else has low access? Well, if we go to ports, they're already using industrial ports. Let's take a look over in the port section. Okay, let's make sure that everybody has and uses what we gave them. We're getting some of our iron going. We will have enough tools soon. War-wise, okay, it's starting to go the right way. There's turmoil in America, which helps us. Electric engines have been constructed. Now, if we were to go to buildings, I think we're paying a lot in government wages as well, right? Yeah, about 150k. I'm not sure if this is the entire government. We will get a few more radicals, but I feel like this is better for us. Maybe our government wages will go down in a few months. Opium has been very expensive as well. I think that if we stop with the opium for a while, it should be better. Like, it might be very costly for us, of course, losing so many people. But at the end of the day, It's not as important. I think it was easier to go here, right? And say to them, hey, I want you to be infantry focused. Bicycle messengers would still give us some money. Let's do wounded dressing for all. Okay, now we're not losing as much money as we were before. But we're still taxing them quite high. I see no kind of battlefield anywhere, neither in Hawaii nor anywhere else. Huh. The industrialists have a woman as their politician, Ginko Ueda. Well done to you. She's a moderate. We are fifth in the world right now. Okay, some tension going on. Oh yes, the short war has gone away, so at this point we are getting closer to probably proposing a white peace. What else should I be doing? Let's see. Minus 15% state construction efficiency from unhappy. There's a lot of bureaucracy that we have. Enacting poor laws would make the industrialists endorse us and also would reduce the penalty from the trade unionists. The landowners would grow a bit unhappy, but not too much, so let's do this. And over here, let's make sure that we are incorporating some of these other places. We're 3 years away to incorporate those states. I think it's worth doing. And we need a lot more explosives as well. What's this? Some other fight, which we don't care for. Romania is around. Romanian uprising. Look at that. Well, good for them. Germany, Austria, Scandinavia. Okay, so nothing else that would be... We have Iraq on the map. How's South Africa? Insignificant power. Okay. We're still colonizing these territories. I feel, right? Now if I go to this, yeah, establishing colonies. Enlistment offices have been researched, so we could enlist more soldiers. Okay, we're getting closer here to calling a white peace. And I see nothing else happening. Do I want to go for skirmish barracks? I'm not sure that this is the right moment to do this, but we're gonna try it. Bicycle messengers should be good as well. And we'll leave it at that. Kansai doesn't seem to have any more a good access to the Japanese market. So what am I going to do with you? Go to more levels in ports? Sounds about right. Okay. Now, let's build these government administrations. And then prioritize the ports. The German flu spreads. Okay, so it reached us. Hell on earth. Workers at the rubber plantation in Celebes are being severely mistreated. Mutilation has become a common punishment for perceived failures. Launch an inquiry. We'll do that. We're not gonna let our people suffer. They are free people after all. Price of rubber has gone up. The German flu is spreading a lot here. 100% increased mortality. Should we have had antibiotics? That is the question. We're very close here to obtaining level 3 or level 4. Doesn't seem like the Confederate States of America really have power to push us. They're having a lot of their own problems. Indian territory. Huh. I do feel like the game needs some love for a while until it becomes a good game. Trade routes, okay, we can stop this. Okay, we're making those administration centers, and you can see that the inefficient taxation capacity is going away. Maybe I should think about moving away from mass surveillance to antibiotics instead. Let's get antibiotics, see if that works for us. Some intellectuals are warning that if the poor laws are not passed, an increasing population of the unproductive poor will become an unmaintainable burden on society. Yeah, let's get a few more radicals. Why not? We're getting some administration centers being built. Now, if I'm taking a look at the market prices, it's mostly on luxury clothes and furniture that we're spending money, a lot on explosives as well. And glass. Some of the basic buildings, wine, coffee. You know what? Let's see where things are at. So if I take a look at the luxury furniture, there's not a whole lot. We need more levels, but the prices of goods are high. For the textile mills, now that we have rubber, just decreasing the price of the luxury goods seem like a good idea, right? Steel iron, okay, paper bleach. On the chemical plants, improved fertilizers do not work. Brine electrolysis. It could help us economically in a way, but it would increase the price of electricity as well. Let's try this one to produce a bit more explosives. Maybe it's going to help us. Yeah, it's showing that in this other place in Chugoku, it's better to go with brine electrolysis. Open hearth process would really improve the price of steel, but the price of iron would go up as well. The arms industry, let's see. For you, if I make breech loaders, it's not a good idea. The German flu continues to spread, and we're getting some problems here, apparently, with some messages. You know, over here we can propose a peace deal. Do I want to go forward? Like, if I was to press this, it would require more time. They will be forced to transfer 10% of their treasury income to the other for a duration of 60 months. We're starting to make some money. So maybe if we're patient, Maybe if we're patient, we're gonna get some money out of them. Appalachian Mountains, coal mines, increased coal mines. Old River, Ohio River, not Old River, 20 infrastructure, and 25% to the building of hardwood output from the chestnuts forest. Some of these regions are so much better than what we have. Whale industry through output, so it gives more personality to what you can build. Japan is a bit more free, if you'd like. It's like you can construct everything that you want. Gold mines depleted, which, yeah, we'll lose some of our power there. Now once again, let's take a look at what is our highest demand. Or, you know what, we are making a lot of services. How about we go to budgeting and we say that we want to tax the services. Okay, we're starting to make money. I would like to go down in taxes because we're getting a lot of radicals and I feel like we're getting a lot of them from what? From standard of living decrease. We will still lose a lot of money, but maybe it's not the right time to worry about money, right? We can do this. Proposed deal. A white piece. Nope. German flu spreads, okay. I really feel like if we wait a bit longer, we do not accept, yes, we do not accept this. We don't see the enemy coming towards us, so we're going to cheat in this game. I feel like it's almost cheating what we're doing, because the AI is not doing right. As soon as we'll send our people home, it's going to be really good for us. I wonder what it would be like to do publicly traded to bring more capitalists in. Okay, what else do we have here? Pandemic response. Oh! Let's do a pandemic response. Impose a strict lockdown and close non-essential buildings. Mandate health measures such as distancing and protective masks. Like, is this something that they used to do back then? Did they know about this? Bureaucracy population cost multiplier, minus 5% and influence plus 10%. Look at that bureaucracy all of a sudden. If we take a look at the laws, we're still working on that. If we're looking at institution, we could really grow our colonial growth regeneration, or we could go to level 5 in law enforcement. Political movement radical. Let's go with this. Let's go to level 5 in our law enforcement. German flu spreads. House of Fates. The prospect of workhouses including religious instructions in their work has allowed the proposal of poor laws to gain favor with the Shinto monks. Catholic pops. We don't have a lot of Catholic pops, so it's fine to support them all the way. Let's see, what are we going to do here? We're 13 points away from trying to propose a peace deal with Confederate war reparation. Papua has launched a native uprising against us. Well, we already have our generals ready to go. So if this is what they want, I'm okay with it. I feel like this is like an escalation or something, and they're gonna retreat as soon as we start bringing, yeah. So this is the escalation itself. They're trying to sway. Yeah, we'll annex Papua. We're bringing our soldiers here and they'll be fine. I'm sure they'll retreat. Okay, in Kanto we're not getting enough goods. Let's cancel this and let's promote some road maintenance, right? Getting the market access is a bit more important here. Okay. Russia can't start doing anything there yet. What's this? Netherlands against the Dutch East Indies aristocratic revolt. We can get involved in this conflict as well. Yeah, let's look at this. So right now we're still getting some radicals, but the number has gone down. We're starting to receive more loyalists. We're fifth in the world. War with Papua has broken up. Well, it's going to be over in a second here. If we're taking a look at this, we can propose a peace deal with the Confederate War reparations. Let's see. Well, they're paying us money now. 44.8k per diplomatic from the diplomatic pact. We're just gonna get a lot of money here. Okay, what are we going to go for next? Let's see. If I go to the journal, survey skyscraper site, we just lose bureaucracy for a while. We can have another pandemic response here. Let's mandate the general stuff. Establish a photographic arts. Is that something that we could implement now? I know we don't have a lot of arts academy. Yeah, we can. Sure, let's go further then. If we were to bring oil, apparently it's going to be really good. Oil-fired plants. Establish the photographic arts. Let's see. The interest in photographic arts throughout Japan has spawned many new artistic movements experimenting with the technology. 20 technologies spread for society, extra migration, or 4K on the progress of film. You know what? Let's get some research on the film there. And we're working on the antibiotics here for a while. And it's in society that we have film, yeah. It would only take 15 months to do this. So let's change on the fact that we want to get prestige. We're starting to get very close here to the end of the game. So what I'm imagining is that we will try to get closer and closer to... I don't know, I don't think that this start was the best start to be number one, but we're gonna try to be as high as possible. Like 4, at least take the 4th place, if not the 3rd. They have film, so that provides them with extra prestige. The GDP is higher for France. Germany is still, like, look at that prestige. And what is it? I'm guessing industrial power is the highest, right? Army projection. Okay, so let's take a look at Germany here. Well, we're even getting some lag going in. Like, look at these cities. Now the levels of the factories are not that high. They're not that impressive as you might think. Some of these don't even work, so I am not sure that it's simulated right. We annexed Papua, we are returning our soldiers home, right? Are we involved in a different war? I don't think so. This is their conflict, right? And our people... Yeah, we cannot mobilize them. Now they've returned home. We should be getting some money back. German flu extends to somewhere else. The emperors will be done. I mean, I don't think we need to get involved there. I don't need to make people angry with it, so let's just have you escort convoys. Did it go automatically somewhere? Let's see, military, navy, yeah. We'll have you in Oceania. Okay. So where are we at now? We're making some money. Things are okay. Yeah, we're still getting a lot of money from the Confederate States from war reparation. That was so dumb. Okay, so this will take a while until it reaches the maximum level. There's nothing under construction right now, so I'm thinking that that was one of the reasons why we got good money too. Let's take a look at the market. So once again, let's take a look at prices, or balance more likely. We need more clothes, we need a lot more furniture, some transportation, and glass, electricity, and what has the highest price? Opium, yeah, we know about that, rubber, clothes, furniture, so furniture and glass, wine, coffee. Okay, well, let's start with some resources, because I know iron is always valuable. We have another gold mine that we can make there. We can expand on our rubber plantation, so let's do that. Then we're gonna expand a bit further on the tools industry. We'll have glassworks afterwards. Furniture. In Tohoku, sure. Let's make 10 there. Let's make 10 more in Chugoku. Some electricity will be needed. But we're not getting a lot of infrastructure here. We're missing some infrastructure. Maybe I will expand that first, as soon as some of this is done. Now let's see. We could also do, let's do wheat farms, right? If we make like 10 more levels, I think we're doing wine here. Some coffees would be good. Let's make them in Western New Guinea. Maybe we'll make in Japanese Hokkaido as well. Or Japanese Hawaiian Islands, just to make some money somewhere. What else? It feels like all of these farms could be very valuable to us. Kansai and Chubu, let's make some of that. Few more dye plantations, and let's see. So we need to be building either ports or railways. So railways it is. We'll build 5 here, we'll build another 5 there. We need another 5 here. And is there any other port or territory that needs it? I don't see it. So with this in mind, we're going back to the last place or last page, and we're going to increase the railway production. Let's take a look at what is... we are still notorious. We are at 80. If I would want to liberate, for example, the Spanish Philippines... Spain has 120 troops, so they do have some power there. They've gained it back. Philippines, 13. Italy, would side with the enemy at this point, so that is a bit unfortunate. We'll have to wait for a while, because I think that diplomatically speaking, we are still unliked. Yeah, the King hates us. Oh, well, I guess the world doesn't feel too badly about us. Could be worse. If I look at export rules, let's see, grain, can I sell some grain for something good? Not that much. We wouldn't be selling a lot, but we are going to sell some of it. More German flu in Gienogi. Okay. We're making good money. Let's see. Only to think that if I would have paid a bit more attention and made those administration centers, we would be expanding a lot more, or would have gained a lot more money early on. I just didn't think about it. Okay, apparently rubber is catching a really good price now. It's expensive and we're making a lot of clothes for it. Okay, low market access, but we'll be getting that. We need also paper. Haven't made more paper either, so we'll just go here and we're gonna say, yeah, I want more paper there. Probably make some paper in Shikoku as well. Some turmoil. Why is there turmoil here? Tax waste, migration attraction. Okay. German flu continues to spread. New export route. What is this? Min uprising wishes a defensive pact. Nope, we do not care for that. German market would require a lot of oil. But do I want to give them more strength? That is the question. And I feel like the answer to that is no. Okay, we're still increasing our prestige. Welfare payments have been implemented. This will increase the standard of living overall, right? Social security, yeah, we can go higher. Reducing the political strength when receiving welfare. That is interesting. I mean, of course, people aren't as happy when they feel like they have to give money to a certain group, right? Once again, we're starting to lose some money here. And why is that? We're losing a lot from government wages and some of the goods that we need. Pandemic response, yeah, we can continue to mandate some of the distance and all that, but I do wonder, is this something that people used to know about the whole thing? Like, yeah, okay, you need to stay apart. Whenever you are at the shops, stay 5 meters apart. I guess 1929 is not that early in history. And I'm sure there were some people who knew a little bit better about the world and health and all that. Yeah, Korea is very unlucky here. We are about to incorporate some of the states here, which is great. A state that is within a country's domain but considered territorial holding or frontier beyond the reach of institution and government. Popes who live in unincorporated states are disenfranchised and do not contribute much to the political strength of their interest group, nor can they vote in elections. On the upside for them, they are exempt from taxation. Oh, I see. We got more prestige now. 5% more. Let's continue with antibiotics. 3 more years to do that. If we take a look at the laws, is there anything else? There's no one who really wants to support removing child labor. We got ourselves some tractors. Free trade, no one cares for. Okay, I see nothing to change for now. We could invest more in institutions, right? Like we could go with colonialism or home affairs to suppress the impact of interest group attraction. Minus 40% political movement radicalism. On the other side of the fence, people have been complaining about the difference in living standards between us and the neighbors in New South Wales. This is simply an example of global economics inequality, and the trade unionists would get some approval. Clearly they are liars, sure. Clearly they are liars. I mean, how could they? They have a lot of turmoil here. And there's something else going on. Communist Uluru. Okay. Expensive government goods. Coal, glass, steel, telephones, and paper. We're making tools. We're gonna make glass. Let's see, what else do we have on our list? Furnitures. Power plants. Some wheat. Coffee plantations. Okay, definitely needing more coal then. I've made some coal earlier, but apparently it's not even close to being enough. They need a bit more transportation here. Okay, let's make 5 more coal. And what else did it say? Steel and paper. Well, let's start with steel. Some of the steel mills, probably expanding them in Kanto is a good idea. We're back to 6th in the world. Development, let's see. If I do shrapnel artillery here, it doesn't even increase too much. Like training, let's see. So if I do this, okay, so when it's on the armies in the barracks, we're getting army projection. But if we're training our peasants, our people, normal people, the conscriptions, they're not really that impressive anymore. We can go for this on the railway, get a bunch more infrastructure by just pushing for electrics. And you know what? Let's just do that. Rice farms, if you use fertilizers, wouldn't necessarily be a good idea. But let's start making more sugars. On the wheat farms, if we get tractors, we would be consuming more engines and coal, but less tools. So that is good. I mean, the price of wine is quite high. Intensive grazing is something that I want. Mechanized slaughtering. To reduce the price of meat. I could just go for slaughterhouses for now. Refrigerations. Let's see, what else? Dynamite on the coal mines. Iron mines with condensing engine bombs. I think we've just had the opportunity to open to some of the states within Korea, and now we're getting their goods. Cotton plantation, yeah, we're gonna do automatic irrigation on all of these. Dye plantations, let's see, tea plantations. Oh, look at the money. Maybe this will really tank our market, but we're gonna try here. Electric sawmills, sure. Fishing wharfs, you go with steam trawlers. Skyscraper site identified in Kanto. Lay the foundations, 10% extra construction sector building through output, and minus 500 bureaucracy. Adds construct the skyscraper to the Journal of Japan. Sure. Mechanize. The grand project of mechanizing agriculture throughout Japan is complete. Never before have such abundant yields been tallied. Either gain more through output from all those farms, or distribute the surplus of food to the poor. We'll do that. I don't think a production, given that we are not in like such a great market, production does not matter. Let's see. Where was the menu to construct a skyscraper? Here it is. So if I do this, it does what? The skyscraper will increase the government administration building through output. It would require 25 papers and it would have a lot of jobs for the people. But you know what? Let's make our first skyscraper. Ah, there it is. Look at that. Really nice. So now we're making good money. Radicals are going down in a good number. And also we're getting some loyalists to go with us. We're number 4 in the world right now. Followed very close behind by the Confederate States and Italy. We're pushing. We're gonna try to get as high of a score as we can. If I go with precision tools, yeah, it would still require a lot of furniture. Overall, we're building our furniture factories right now. Now, construct a skyscraper, establish a film arts at the Arts Academy. Let's see if we can get a new event in the Arts Academy. We haven't really been using it. But yeah, we can go into film production. And get academics from independent artists. Less aristocrats and capitalists, maybe. The moving picture. The acquisition of film recording equipment and establishment of movie theaters throughout Japan has led to a fledgling film industry taking root. Film is the perfect tool to capture the harsh reality of our age, would give more power to the trade unionists and to the peasants. Cinema shall be the frontier of storytelling. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Mostly because I don't want to give the peasantry too much power. Okay, we're getting here to level 5. Do I still have the event with the Metropolitan Police? I do. But it would also require us to have 20 turmoil. And I don't think that will happen. The Metropolitan Railway. They want us to have in Kanto an urban center of 30 or higher. The use of extreme force is becoming increasingly common among the police officer in... Okay. Yeah, we will not tolerate this. So in Kanto, they think that we could get an urban center of level 30. Okay. Motor industry is not doing too well because the price of steel is high. Apparently the furniture business is not doing too well either. Because we need a lot of electricity. So we're mostly missing electricity here. Now let me go to the electricity centers. Here, right? We're in 1931 right now. Let's see, oil and some glass. Sure. Let's make sure that we're building more power plants. There we go. Steel, glass, and telephones. Where are the steel mills? It's here. You know what? Let's make steel first. Actually, let's make the skyscraper first, and then the steel mills. And then the power plants. So much to do. And I'm looking forward to our next game. I think I'm going to wait for a while until there are some updates and some patches to Victoria 3 before I start a new campaign. And maybe we'll take a country somewhere in here, which would have more potential to grow and expand quickly. With everything that we've learned, I feel like we'll be able to do a really good job. Look at this, how the radicals are going down now. Because we're not getting as many penalties from standard of living. I'm guessing on one side because they can afford goods, and the second one is because we have a huge law enforcement which reduces the radicals from standard of living. To think that I could have had a lot of bureaucracy from the beginning, but I just didn't know how to play with it. More colonial growth generation, no. Shall I go with this? Internal home affairs. I should be bringing some people in that would be interested in some levels. Right of assembly, protected speech for technological spread. It would make industrialists, intelligentsia and trade unions be happy. It would radicalize the petite bourgeoisie and landowners, and also the Shinto monks. Where is Spain right now? Also obligation to Germany. Spain has 85 battalions. What type of battalions do they have? And what type of ships? I think that is very important to figure out before we start declaring a war. Well, they do have submarines, they have some destroyers, and they do have dreadnoughts. Their barracks, they do have trench warfare, they have some howitzers, siege artillery, yes. We got some extra minting and reduce on the loans, reduction number on the loans, or rate, or however it's called. We have some battalions in reserve, mostly because we do not have a general. Apparently he passed away. Expert offensive planner. That's really good. He is young, but I am going to promote him, just so he has more troops. Okay. The steel apparently is not a problem anymore. Glass and telephones are still expensive. We can increase some of these government centers for taxation, right? Yangtze, I'll increase twice here as well. And then we'll have Kyushu. There we go. They should be fairly good. Artillery is expensive, but I feel like we could influence that, right? If we're going to our arms industries for munition, making explosive shells would really drop the price. Let's see, breech loaders, that's too much. Smooth bores seems to be the right way. Or from here. Yeah, no, that would be too problematic for the prices. Repeating rifles. For a bit more steel and a bit more tools, sure. And if I go here, yeah, I still wouldn't improve it. Yeah, we'll leave it at this. Coal, price, telephones and glass. We're about to make our first skyscraper, and we're about to also make our power plants. We're making good money. It's gonna take some time until we get into the positives. But overall we're fine. Italy has gained a lot of prestige. Why is that? What have you done? The GDP, the Navy power projection. Well, like if I go here to, let's see, our barracks, there's nothing else that we could add. This is not gonna give us power projection. Let's see. He wants to build a university, go right ahead. On the naval bases, we have torpedo boats we could make. But it doesn't increase power projection, so only going for dreadnoughts, for which I also need radios, is the way to go. Am I making good money in the fertilizing factories? Yep. Skyscraper has been completed. We're getting 25 prestige for it as well. Okay, we're getting closer to the top. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. And employment is going well. Government administration building for output. Urbanization. Okay, we're making 130k per month. Conquer Tripoli and return Libya. Okay. What else is going on in the world? Hungary is here, Poland is around, Serbia, Iraq, Egypt, let's see. France has spread and Great Britain has spread through Africa. We should probably start thinking about a war as well. Some conflicts, right? Fifth in the world, we're still notorious. And probably attacking the Great Qing would be a great idea. We have antibiotics now. Let's see. Elevators for infrastructure. Destroyer. Let's see, where is the ironclad or dreadnoughts? We need sea lane strategies for 22 months and dreadnoughts is next. Because that could really push our power. Or we could go with something industrial, like the combustion. Let's do radios first. Expensive military goods, ironclads. Well, really? We're the #1 producer in the world. I guess because the others went with something else. Okay. So far so good. Shipyards, let's see. Are you all building... Well, some of you are building military, some of you are building something else. Let's see. Kanto. Extensive military buildings. You haven't produced something in a while. Civilian shipbuildings. Really, you are not making any money. Well, why is that? Because the price of coal is too high. We have more electricity now, that is true. But our coal mines are definitely needed. I could go with dynamite, make sure that we're producing more coal. Coffee plantation, I could go with automatic irrigation as well. And at this point, I feel like it's a good moment to put in a cut. We are going to return tomorrow, and I feel like it's pretty much the time to close this campaign, right? We're in 1932, and it will end in 1936 according to the map, like I'm guessing, or 35 even. So we'll see what we do. Probably go for a liberation war over here, just because they don't have a whole lot of power. And 85 battalions with 75 might not be as strong. And probably take over this part of Australia as well. But we'll have to see this tomorrow. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.